And what a fantastic result as we watch him return to scale. Officially on track, $1.70 the starting price. You might be able to pick up some of this applause in the background. It's thunderous applause for this horse. That's one of the part owners, John Bath. That's Margaret McDonald, Ross's wife, leading him back in. Radrawilla on board in those distinctive colours that we saw carried so often to victory in Group 1 races in the 70s and 80s. They're back, and they're back to the fore, and what a performance. I'm not inclined to get carried away, but I think that's extraordinary. 56 kilos, take on the best of the older horses, beat them comprehensively, and Brad's well and truly outdone Craig Williams there with the quasi-Dettori star jump. Terrific performance. What a good horse. Ross says he's had no real problems with him. There's scope for him to go on. It's extraordinary that Ross McDonald's talking about a Melbourne Cup possibility.
Well, as we've talked about before when he won the Oakley Plate, that he does have on the dam side a bit of staying blood there. Not on Friday is Grand Dam. She won an Angus Armanasco, and she produced a Tassie Derby winner and a Manion Cup winner as well over the 2,400 metres. So there's a little bit of stoutness there. So the world's his oyster.
Now officially fourth was number 6, Swick's Grand Jewels, for Dwayne Dunn getting into third. Weekend Hustler beats Magnus, Grand Jewels and Swick just behind them, zipping the time 18.9. There's your dividends on screen. Not too bad, those divvies, really, with, of course, the same quinella as the Oakley Plate. You get 10, 20. The exacta for putting them in order, only 80 cents more. The trifecta, 158. And the first four, 3, 2, 12 and 6, $727. There your dividends on race 6, the Newmarket Handicap here at Flemington. Plenty of excitement. That's Clinton McDonald, of course, Ross's son, pictured there. And let's go back down to Bruce.
I'll get in here with Brad Rawilla shortly, just talking to a burgeoning team of owners, and we'll catch up with him. But that was good to see Brad showing that emotion as he came back in, really sharing the moment that he felt with this massive crowd here this afternoon. I think I've seen the Weekend Hustler masks out for the first time today too. I think Brad's girlfriend, Carolyn, was perhaps behind them, but she's got the red and the black mask on for this great horse, the Weekend Hustler, who's given everyone a thrill here. And we've only had one Group 1. We've got more to come. Light Fantastic to run a hot favourite in the Cadbury Guineas, and then the Australian Cup can make it 13. But Brad Rawilla, part of this team. Les Beer, the track rider, also as much a part of the team. Was Les the jockey, but he does all the work on this horse, and we'll get hold of Brad Rawilla to take us through an exciting race for him. And we saw that emotion that you showed when you came back, Brad. Something pretty special for you.
Look, it just doesn't get any better than this. To be on a horse like this is just unbelievable. And then, obviously there's so much build-up, and I felt that I was confident. Just helped me sway the whole way through, and just knew what I had to do. And it hits you pretty hard when you finally get across the line from front.
Did you ever have a moment throughout the race where you felt you were in some trouble?
A little bit again, like in the Ascot Vale. I just knew that I needed to be sort of getting into the race, and he's saying he wants further. He actually just wanted to switch off and settle. And I easily, if I'd have just settled him, I could have been 3 lengths further back than what I was. And in this race today, with the weight and the way the track's been racing, it certainly wasn't going to be in my favour to do that. So had to do what I needed to do, and he's always right there for you. And just that last 100 again, they made it tough, and he had to lift, and that's what good horses do.
Can you savour it coming back in with this crowd riding with you?
Well, it's like I say, just even going around on every race I've had so far, everyone's been wishing me all the best on this, and it's just great to have that such a big support, and the horse deserves that because he's just such a champion, mentally strong horse.
I think that Sunday at Sandown, you said he's the real deal. He really is, isn't he?
Oh, he showed it. He showed it by now, that's for sure.
Well done, thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Brad Rawilla, the winning jockey here on Weekend Hustler, Carolyn.
Oh, look, great scenes there. The star jump was fantastic, and look, he's just so much better than the rest of them. Magnus, certainly, as we said, not disgraced at all. Those 2 jewels, we knew once Weekend Hustler ranged up alongside him here, we knew what had happened in the Oakley Plate, and exactly the same things happened. But look, no disgrace to go down to a horse like Weekend Hustler, and he's really come back to his best, Magnus, as well this campaign.
No question about that, and we've seen him perform at Group 1 level in races like the Galaxy. He went, of course, to Ascot and ran third to Miss Andretti in the King's Stand, Magnus. So this is the calibre of older horse that this 3-year-old's been able to beat here this afternoon.
All right, a feature race coming up there in Sydney. It is the Parramatta Cup. Let's head back to Frank and Richard.
Thank you very much, Caroline.
The wins of these great horses by, so I'm not sure I'll have them on for too long right now, but no, it's all good fun.
Well, I haven't seen any Light Fantastic paraphernalia yet, but I'm sure if he comes out and wins the Guineas shortly, he's amazingly short on the